Okay, today's session will be a little bit shorter than our usual 45 minutes because I need to get back to the training program here, the group. It's a traditional yoga training that I'm doing, very restorative, lots of theory, lots of knowledge about yoga, the scriptures, breathing. So I've learned something very interesting about breath. So right now you're breathing. We're all in a constant state of movement within the body. How does the breath come in to your system? All right, take a big inhale and exhale. How did that happen? How does the breath come in? Again, inhale. Exhale. Something we take for granted. No breath, no life. So the breath is not sucked in through the nose. The breath comes in from the muscles in our core. The muscles are constantly expanding and contracting, and that draws the breath in. So it's not that we have to sniff the breath in through the nose. It happens automatically. It's part of our autonomic system. The diaphragm moves and that pulls the breath in. The diaphragm presses up and the breath comes out. So the nose, these are just tubes. There are no muscles here. It's just the gateway into the body. And it's the diaphragm working that draws the breath in and out. So good breathing requires a good diaphragm, the internal structure of the body. Close your eyes and compute that for a while. On the level of experience, not just theory, but you experience your breathing, the mechanics of breathing. Now put your hands on your ribs and continue this experiment of just noticing the breath. Now try the hands on your chest and continue. Now put the hands like this, so you kind of tuck them in under your armpits. Notice the breath in the armpits. The lateral expansion of breath. The upward, the downward. How about the belly? Put your hands on your belly. And then try and deepen the breath without straining. Because when there's restrictions in the diaphragm in our mechanics for breathing, there can be ailments in the body. How about on your back? Can you put your hands on your back, see if there's any breath there? Because the diaphragm connects to the spine, the diaphragm connects all around. So if it's a big muscle, we can train it to be stronger. These are some of the practices of the ancient yogis, expanding consciousness, expanding awareness within the boundary of the body. Good. Now take your left arm up, just the left arm, and continue this breathing, more awareness in the breath. Do you feel an opening on that side where the arm is up? Now tip over to the side, deepen into some kind of side stretch. Another thing we're being taught here on this training program is to close the eyes during yoga, which I'm not entirely convinced with by the idea. I'll tell you why. Other side, so just the right arm up. Take a few breaths here. You can close your eyes because it's easy. It's quite easy to just have your arm up and close your eyes. Go ahead into that side stretch, any kind of side stretch. So closing the eyes to bring the awareness within makes sense. But when you do more dynamic yoga or gymnastical yoga, you need your eyes open to see where you're going. To close your eyes in a handstand, for instance, would be at first dangerous. But then with practice, of course, you become more skilled and you would be able to close your eyes. Okay, come forwards onto your hands and knees, tabletop. Take a few rounds of cat-cow with the breath. So inhale, tuck. Exhale, back arch. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, back arch. A few more rounds. Just notice if you can do a long, steady breath, or if the breath is stuck, if the body is stuck. Look over one shoulder, doesn't matter which one, just look as far over as you can. And other side, look over the other shoulder. Is it the same? Do you have the same range of side bend? Try again. And you move the hip, right? You move the ass. Do you have the same vision out of the left eye? And then the right? Try again. Child's pose. Sit back on your feet, head down. Breathe deeply into your back body. That's where the stretch is. So we direct the awareness and the breath to different body parts. Now we'll do downward facing dog. Notice your hands. Are you pressing equally through all the knuckles? Or is one part of the hand lifting on one side? Do you feel the stretch equally through the left and the right leg? Drop your knees, puppy stretch. Take the hands forwards, head down, butt bones up. Child's pose, sit back on your feet. Have all 10 toes tucked under. So you're stretching the soles of your feet. Downward dog. Symmetry, left and right side body. Walk your hands back to your feet, hang down over your legs. Roll up to standing. Connect down into your feet. Feel equally left and right foot. Lift the heels of your feet up. Balance equally. Gripping the legs so they're active. And down. Again, heels straight up. Nice alignment through your ankles. Legs are hugging in. Hips are hugging in. Tailbone descending. And down. Lift the pubic bone a little bit this time. Pubic bone up, heels up. Down, little bend in the knees. Drop forwards, heavy head, heavy arms. Roll up. Hips are level, so neutral spine. Pubic bone lifts a little bit for that. Heels up. Straight lines through your ankles. Don't buckle your ankles out. Can you close your eyes? That is really hard work, isn't it? Okay, let's try the feet down. Just flat and close the eyes. Become aware of the space around you and the space within you. How about lifting the heels up with the eyes closed? Okay, hands on the hips now. Slowly fold forward by tilting the pelvis. Drop your head down. Stretch along your spine. Walk your hands forwards, downward dog. Navel to spine, a little bit of activation through your core. Drop the knees. Headstand practice at the wall, only because I have this glorious wall here. So you can take your mat to the wall, or if you have a nice carpet, just take me with you. Pick up your laptop, your phone, or if you can hear me and you know me well, then you know what to do. But we're going to do the interlacing the hands one. Usually we do tripod. We're going to interlace the hands because I'm on a tiled floor, and this is more supportive for the crown of the head when you do this variation. So you've got more connection with the arms to the floor. So using the wall, we're going to go up. So you interlace the hands, the elbows down. You nestle the head between the hands somewhere, and you lift your butt bones up. And you go, oh, this is enough for me today. That's fine. Just do that. And then relax down in child's pose. Or go up to the wall for your headstand practice. And try lengthening the lower back. So just as we were doing standing, imagine you're standing, but you're doing a headstand now. So tailbone kind of tucking under. Pubic bone drawing to the navel. Arms pressing down, so there's very little pressure on the head actually. Shoulders lifting away from the ears. Feet on the wall if you need to, or extending the legs up. Of course, you need upper body strength and core body strength for headstand. So if you haven't built that yet through endless chaturangas and downward dogs, then you're not ready for headstand. That's fine. You will be one day. When you've done the time, you've got to do the time. So then when you slowly come down from headstand, you need to relax the neck. Standing forward fold is a really nice way to lengthen the neck after headstand. Downward dog also works. And just gently lengthen the neck. Pull with your hands, gently. Creating space on the atlas bone. Even you can pull the hair. That reminds me, once I got told off in studio for pulling a girl's hair, but I did not pull her hair. All I did was hold her ponytail and lift her head up so her neck was in line with her spine. She got so upset, but the funny thing is she came back to class. So she made a huge complaint and a fuss. Then she returned for more. Okay, coming up. Take your feet out. If you've got your life form mat, line them up nicely. Turn your left foot. Bend your left knee for side angle pose. So you rest the elbow lightly. Take a nice side stretch, and then you see about closing your eyes because you're so familiar with this pose. With the eyes closed, everything changes, right? It becomes a different story. Come back up. Switch sides. So you turn the foot in, you turn the other foot out, bending the knee, side angle. So we're so familiar with these postures, we've been doing them for so long. Try closing the eyes. Come back up, turn the foot in. Try again, maybe take the feet a little wider, a longer stance. Turn the foot, bend the knee, rest the forearm on the thigh somewhere, side angle. Very familiar with this posture. What happens when you close your eyes? It changes your relationship to the space around you. Proprioception changes, right? The eyes closed. Come up, other side, turn the foot, bend the knee, rest your arm lightly on your thigh, reach long, breathing space into the side body, closing the eyes. Come up, turn the foot in, hands on the hips as you fold forward, tilting the pelvis. Put your hands wherever you like. If you want to do your headstand from here, you can straddle up. Let's do the same interlacing of the hands. So using the forearms to press down, then you lift up onto your tippy toes and just take the legs out to the side. Straddle is easier and safer than legs together straight up. So keep the straddle, unless you want to bring the legs together and do that straight line, then tuck your tail, lift the pubic bones so you're engaging your core. If you're in straddle, you should see your feet in your side vision. I do not suggest closing the eyes at this point. Although if you're very proficient, then maybe. Make your way back down to your straddle. Gently lengthen the neck. Use your hands. Come up. We're going to do a forward fold at the wall. That means put your bum on the wall. Have the feet nice and level, a little bit forwards of your hips. Hands on the hips and fold forward. So the bum stays on the wall. Maybe grab your buttocks and lift them up the wall as you fold down. Do you feel the sit bones connecting, or is it just your buttocks? Can you actually drag the sit bones up the wall? Let the head hang. Gently shake the head, lengthen out. Now we'll do downward dog at the wall. So walk your hands forward. Try the feet up the wall, as in the heels up. So the toes are on the mat or the floor. The heels are up the wall. So you're checking in on the mobility of your toes and ankles. Can you take one leg up the wall? So maybe you just put your knee on the wall, that's all you can manage. Or you can straighten the leg. Now we've got to do the other side. So you bring that leg down and you try the other one. Maybe all you can do is put your knee on the wall or nothing at all. You're like, oh my God, I'm so stuck. How did I get so stiff? Or your leg is straight because you've done thousands of hours of yoga. Exit the pose. Malasana, slowly. Sit your hips down. Lift your chin up, a little bit of a back arch because we've done a lot of forward folding. So chin up, arch your spine. Sit down. Bring the legs forward. Reach up, inhale. Go forward, exhale. And breathe into your back body. This forward folding heals the back, lower back pain and stuff. When you have to stretch and you have to fold forward. Core body also heals lower back. So we'll do a few roll downs, feet hip distance, arms forward, chin to your chest as you slowly roll down. Come back up. And again, roll down slowly. And up. Slowly roll down. And up. 3 more. Two. One more. And stay down. Going to finish with plow pose and shoulder stand. So we roll back, hips over. We stay there, feeling the stretch. Wiggle the shoulders under. Support the back, raise the legs up. And you can make it casual. Sit the hips back into the hands, so there's no pressure on the neck. Or you can go up and up straight line. The wall is quite nice, interesting here. Putting the feet on the wall. Going deeper into the spinal stretch. Tailbone tucking, pubic bone lifting. Legs extending. Slowly back down to plow. Exit the pose. You can take a gentle back arch, pressing the elbows down, arching the spine. So I hold the hips to get into that. I hold the buttocks and arch the spine to get to the top of the head. Elbows squeeze under. So you can keep your knees bent or the legs could go straight up. So let's try it again. Just watch me first and then you'll go. So I grab the buttocks to arch the spine, elbows tight, top of the head. Then the legs, then the arms. Exit the pose, you go. Any variation, feel your way, it's your body. It's your most prized possession, you must take very good care of it. This is fish pose, I don't know why, but that's what it's called, Matsyendrasana. Good, well done. Now take rest, Chetna or Shavasana. That means lie down and rest. come and sit up. Sit comfortably. Now you can meditate. If you practice transcendental meditation, now is a good time. Or some other meditation could also be fine. Or you get your day going. Well done, and see you next time.